Why, hello, fellow dragons out there. It is I, your favorite dragon here, Ashley, and I have two other guests with me this time for doing another type of reading. Introduce yourselves.
Okay,
Uh, you gotta
um,
introduce
I'm
yourselves?
Bree, and that's Jonesy.
Or known as Sonic X Jones.
Jones.
As in the show Sonic X, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you guys remember, if you guys kind of remember Jonesy, basically, we all did that project way back when of Knight's Awakening.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a redoing on World's channel, and so we're gonna be doing a different type of Knight's reading. We could have gotten more, but it seems that others were kind of busy, so yeah, we're doing this thing. I just found this and I thought, hey, this could actually be an interesting Knight story to read.
You read it before, so
Well, I didn't fully
pretty much
read
you're
it,
gonna.
so I didn't fully read it. I was just looking forward to. I was just looking through just to see if there was anything interesting, or at least if there was something related to with Knights or the Nightmare in Conflict.
Okay.
And also, this is an alteration story, so yeah. Jonesy, you got something to add?
No, I'm good.
Okay, then.
This is gonna be my. This is gonna be the first time reading it for a while because I never read this. Only chapter 1 and 2. A little bit of 2.
I mean, hey, with us, it'll be interesting. Now, without further ado, let your dreams be your guide. Wait, did they revolve that? Did they basically make a reference to Kingdom Hearts or something? Like, let your heart be your guiding key?
No. I don't know.
Vibe. That's literally I was getting. Helen Cartwright, yeah, that is her last name, by the way, is a perfectly ordinary 12-year-old girl living in the city of Bellbridge. Okay. Don't mind that, people. A young violinist. Helen has been spending her days practicing and practicing for an upcoming yearly competition that falls on the same day as one of her mother's appearance in a concert as a solo violinist. One night, she has a strange dream, the strangest she has ever had, with fantastic places and horrible monsters, and a jester that flies through the sky as easily as a fish swims through the sea. I don't know how that could be a comparison, but okay. A rewrite of Knight's Journey of Dreams attempting to patch up plot holes, inconsistencies, and overall expand and improve the game's original narrative. I can understand why, so okay, we'll see how this goes.
Right.
Now let's get this started. Who wants to be narrator? We can take turns.
Probably there's more narration than talking in this.
Don't worry.
Especially here.
Okay. Oh gosh, there are big words in this.
Okay, I'm back.
There's gonna be big words in this, so be wary of them.
I hate you.
We're gonna take turns, don't worry. The metronome ticked on at a mocking pace. The notes on the pages swam before her eyes, dancing like ants. Helen rubbed her eyes with the back of her hand. Hang on a moment. Sorry, guys, that was just things in the background. So let's continue. End of her violin bow. Sight reading. no matter what she did, none of the melodies sounded right, and the notes felt like they were jumping around, never in the same place twice. She
Let
carefully
me take
lowered her.
over.
Okay, you can do though.
She carefully lowered her violin from her shoulder, looking to see if her mother had noticed. She hadn't seen it as she was busy working on practicing the piece she be performing as a solo tomorrow. She wasn't stumbling over any of the complex melodies, not at all. She Helen glared.
Glanced.
Helen glanced at her bright pink phone sitting on the white table in the
Gazebo.
gazebo that sat set on a salt log away from the house. No calls yet. Her friends said they will call if they were free, but Emmy?
That's one of her friends, I guess.
Emmy had to make sure her little brother goes home from baseball. Baseball!
Baseball!
Shut up! Shut
Right.
up! Stop! Don't you dare bring in the pancake water.
Anywho's.
Football practice, and Rachel had to practice her own to go to. She was
Cellist.
and her
Tutor.
tutor often kept her late. You can take over, Jonesy.
Wait, where are we?
Helen, right? Helen set her.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Helen set her violin down on the table and picked up her phone anyway. It was only a 3/4 violin, a smaller version of her mother's full size, though not nearly as expensive. It was a spitting image of the larger instrument, though save for more chips and varnish from accidental fumbles and sliding shoulder rest. Rest? Is it supposed to be resets or?
I don't know. This type of stuff can confuse anyone.
I mean, like where you put your chin or where you put your soda? I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's what they were going for.
You want to keep going?
Go ahead if you want.
Right. Much like Helen and her mother, really, the young girl mused as she unlocked the screen to check her messages. Same blonde hair, though Helen wore it, and with hair clips. Her mother wore it down, but back anyway from her ears. I don't know why they mentioned the hair, but okay. Because the hair was important. But Helen wore a pink jacket, while her mother wore a pale peach. And a more fashionable combo is a blue skirt and black capuchin with lace to match the lace of her socks and the white ruffles of her shirt with pink shoes to match.
I think it's just a description paragraph.
Yeah, I'm finding that a little weird. Her friend Emmy insists it was fashionable. Her mother wore long skirts with floral patterns, plain shirts, practical shoes, and her favorite simple single pearl earrings. Helen had seldom ever seen her. She'd never seen them take them off. I'm sorry, but this could really, really throw somebody off.
Too bad you can't make the screen bigger. Anyways, let's go.
Fast. Go away.
Okay, I'll take over here. Her mother contest was tomorrow, wasn't it? The same day as the school competition.
Competition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Competition. Why was there even a competition on the same day as the major contest on okay, we can say that.
Concert.
Concert in the same correct concert hallway, anyways. Helen phone finally buzzed with a message. Both of her friends were free from after the after school activities. She hurried she hurriedly
Hurley.
I can read that word.
Stowed.
Her violin and swooped up her pose.
You're Helen.
Does anybody take Helen for a while?
Okay. Goodbye, Mom.
It's like the same with Will.
Bye, Mom.
She didn't wait for her mother's response. She'll be too late for she didn't hurry. If she didn't hurry, the last thing she wanted to do was to miss the chance to hang out with her girlfriends.
There we go.
You can take over.
Who?
I don't know anybody.
Jonesy, you could go. We're sorry if this is basically a struggle with us, guys. It's just that we haven't done a sort of type of thing like this in a while.
It was a slow trolley ride.
Okay. It was a short trolley ride into town and then a quick detour for ice cream. Emmy was dressed stylish as ever, puffy hat matching her coat, black boots, white shirt, and black and white shirt to tie the whole look together, complementing her short black hair, only not in monochrome because of her brown boots. Rachel dressed comfortably as ever, cream-colored turtleneck sweater, khaki shorts, dark brown boots, her red hair done up in a high bun. Do I keep going?
If you want.
Ice cream Fridays were what they did every week. It was tradition at this point.
Honestly, that sounds good, if you ask me. I still can't believe you two are stuck at that competition thing all day tomorrow.
Oh, it was me.
Emmy complained, shaking her head.
That's such a waste of a Saturday.
It's a yearly competition.
Rachel reminded her gently.
We'd be there through lunch just for the whole orchestra portion. And there's the ensemble in the side rooms, and then they'll use the main stage for solos. Everyone has to wait, so it takes a while.
Doesn't your mom have a big concert right after the competition, Helen? Helen nodded.
See. You want me to take over?
Yeah, you're good. Yes, Helen.
Okay. She said that she might be able to make it to the solo portion since they still have a last
rehearsal,
but the concert is supposed to start an hour after the competition's done, so
she's going to miss her solo this year.
Aww.
Mom listens to me practice all the time. It's fine.
Her friends didn't look convinced.
This is Emmy.
It's also completely mental that you only get lame school lunch.
Emmy, explain.
I'm smuggling the two of you some real food, especially for you, Helen. You'll be there all day.
This is Rachel talking.
I'm trying to figure out how to do another voice. My mom could drive you home with us.
It's so awful. Trying to make us sound Scottish because I don't know because of all hell.
Great, now I'm making it think it's Merida.
Oh.
Then again, the UK and Scotland are basically kind of in the same
Area, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be too far off.
Of course.
Okay. Helen shook her head.
It's fine. I want to see my mom play her concert. Her contest, as always, wonderful. She's getting a really big solo in this one.
I'll bring you something good.
Amy, promise?
Helen nodded, gaze drifting from her friends to the window of a nearby music shop. She licked her ice cream, not really tasting it. There were CDs in the window alongside music sheets, both two classics that were of the kind of difficulty the judges like to give out. I like to think somewhere around the line, the cat girl from chapter 6 basically is somewhere walking around.
Yeah.
And Balance probably somewhere in making a cameo.
Mm-hmm.
This is bad. Harder than was reasonably weird sharps and flats, non-standard notions, which was fine in the full orchestra, but
I have to take over.
there you go. Just so we don't lose it.
In a solo ensemble like her I can't
Quartet.
Quartet with Rachel. Not so much. Last year they haven't gotten any medals at all. Her solo has been a false, well, the lowest score was usually a 2 or 3 of someone really messed up, and their crate gotten a 3. Helen decided she was never going to be as good as her mom. Was
she? Okay.
For
That
a
actually
moment,
is a lot more explanation there. Go ahead.
yeah. For a moment, she thought she saw her mother's reflection in a mirror of glass Store's window. Glass of the store window. Okay. Jonesy, you can take over.
What's the nightmare scene?
Okay, hang on.
You do White Sun's voice for this one.
And its eyes turned red at the window crash. Helen yelped, dropping her ice cream, falling back on the sidewalk. Emmy and Rachel were nowhere to be seen. The glass shattered, and a creature with fiery red eyes, a body made of smoke, and a mouthful of rows and rows of sharp teeth smashed its way through the store window and dove right at her. With a girlish scream, Helen scrambled to her feet and ran away as quickly as her legs would carry her, stumbling as the street itself was replaced with yawning, oil-slick void. Weird. That made her stomach roll just looking at it. And she could feel the monster's hot breath on her neck, and she stumbled back, daring not to look back.
I like to envision Nice just be like, okay, seriously, who gave Wiseman the script? Honestly, I think it makes as much sense to confuse the audience. Yella, you're not helping.
Okay, Rial can read.
Alright. Oh my gosh, you remember when Gold and you remember when Riella and Nice were busy doing the script thing? The script
Yeah,
battle?
we had rewatched that recently, and you could still hear
Really?
me laughing.
She's dying. She was just dying in the background. Give me.
Well, to be honest, it only makes sense. Alrighty then. And then there was a light, white and blinding and warm. She ran for it, feeling the smoke monster's breath vanishing. She closed her eyes against the light and kept running. The ground beneath her feet vanished, and she started falling. Her eyes shut open, but there was no void, nothing like that. Instead, it was like falling through the night sky, though a sky full of little glimmerings of stardust. It wasn't scary. The wind wasn't whapping past her face. It was more like a gentle breeze. It was actually rather pleasant. Do you want me to continue?
Go ahead.
Alright then. And I thought you said you hated me.
I do hate you.
I thought you said you hated his voice.
No.
I didn't say I hate his voice. I hate his voice. Keep reading.
Keep reading, you goobers.
It's okay, Riella. I find yours is incredibly attractive. Thank you, Ashley.
Stop complimenting yourself, Ashley, and keep going.
The fall didn't last long, and soon Helen's feet touched the back down on the ground on a gray brick path in the forest of pine trees. She looked around, confused. The path was lined with red bricks, and the whole path led to a round iron gate, an accompanying fence out of the distance. She glanced behind her. There was nothing behind her except for a sheer drop into an ocean of deep, dark, stormy clouds, deeper than any darkness she had ever seen before. Anybody taking over?
I'll take over.
Alright.
We said yep.
Let's see if you can do this dreamer. Riella, just stop.
Oh, where? Go.
With a yip, Helen turned and ran as fast as she
Right
could
here.
away from the
There we go.
uprooted cliff. She only stopped to catch her breath once she was through the open gate. The web wasn't climbing away. No, I was 18 up above it. Wasn't.
No, we're right here, we're right here, we're right here.
No.
We need more people.
Not really. We were right here, up above it, so wherever she was seemed safe for the moment at least. That's the way I was reading. Because Ria did read nothing behind her expects to see deep drop into a ocean of this.
Alright. You get the point.
Whatever then.
Let's do it.
Yes. Jonesy, you want to read?
Where are we?
Right here, don't worry.
But we didn't read the top one.
I know
I
we're
mean,
You
here.
got to the crumbling away part, so I'll just start from the top of that paragraph just to make it easier for everyone.
Yes.
She looked around, not at all sure where she was. It was a little plaza around a fountain without any water in it. Though it has statues of mermaids in it. Wait, is this supposed to have dolphins?
It's supposed to be dolphins.
Dolphins and whales.
Yeah, I don't know why this person must have forgotten, or at least not know
It
that.
has statues of dolphins and whales in it, and there are other statues dotted around. The only two intact ones flank the open gate. The rest were broken into pieces or just empty pedestals. The whole area seemed worn out and forgotten. Though the path was free of moss or any invading plants, and the fountain was only slightly mossy. It was lit by the warm glow of a little iron street lamps, rather old-looking ones that glowed in them bright as a light bulb, but flickering like a real flame. The forest outside had been bright enough to see it perfectly, but the glow was cozy and comforting.
Okay, so they're describing how the Dreamgate now looks. It's a bit different. The Dreamgate tends to change up a lot. Oh, was that right? Yep. You want to continue, or do you want someone else to read?
Yeah, so we can take it for a bit.
Okay. I can go.
Go ahead.
Golden.
There were also benches dotted about, slightly worn, looking red wooden ones that set off the main path encircling the plaza, settled on little islands of red brick. If I know the pathway and I remember correctly, it was more of, shall we say, marble look. It did not have red bricks at all. That's something I basically wanted to bring up. The path that formed the plaza dead-ended at the back at a set of grand stairs that were broken, leaving a gap between where they started to some kind of grand platform beyond. You want me to continue?
2 paragraphs you can do.
Okay. Most curious about the whole place were the odd stone arches, each up a set of 3 short stone steps. There were 3 of them total that were intact. There were other arches littered about, but only steps that go with 3 of them. The ones mirroring those right at the edges of the plaza, the intact ones. Wow, repeating words? That's unheard of. They made a little ring of 6 around the edge altogether. Anyone else? Anyone?
I'll go. And there was absolutely no one there. Helen looked up. It was cloudy night sky above, but there was more than enough light to see by this despite
Despite
despite there was there not being so much as a moon. She looked away. No sight of anyone. Well, she didn't want to go into the forest. There might have been enough light to see by, but it was still a little dark out there. No lights at all. She take she took a seat and waited for someone to come by. Surely someone must be stopping by to keep the little pathway clear of leaves. She walked over to one of the benches and sat down and waited. And nobody came.
hang on a moment, people. Yes. Right here.
Okay, somebody can take over.
Jonesy?
Oh, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay, you have an unpause now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. She sighed, propping her elbows on her knees and her face in her hands. This was awfully boring. How has she gotten here anyway? She had to find a way home at some point. The competition was tomorrow. Suddenly there was a sound of a flute in the distance. Helen jumped to her feet. That meant there was someone there. They could tell her where she was and how to get home. She dashed towards the source of the sound, and stopped. The sound was coming from somewhere off in the forest, away from the light of the lamps, out of sight of the little plaza. Helen swallowed thickly, staring into the relative darkness.
Keep going, keep going.
Still more than bright enough to see, but there were so many towering trees and anything could be out there. But there was no one else here. Do I keep going or?
You can.
You can
Looks-
if you want, or you can take somebody else take over if you want.
Anybody tag in?
Yeah, someone tag then.
Ashley, go.
Cautiously, Helen left the plaza, heading into the forest. The sound of the flute was light and airy, warm and playful. The notes to the wholly unfamiliar song flitted and fluttered like a bird on the wind. Soaring higher and higher, whoever was playing was remarkably talented to play such notes so quickly and precisely and yet so warmly. Nights took years to practice, people. I like to think Wild Nights was in that Idiot Palace a while back. They pretty much just picked that up. I mean, you gotta entertain yourself somehow. They had to be as good as the lead flutist of the Bellbridge Symphony Orchestra, maybe even better. Should I continue? Okay.
Yeah.
It didn't take her too long to find the source, a lone figure seated atop a fallen tree. Helen hid behind said tree, peering around it cautiously. Whoever was playing the flute wasn't human. They had no wrists, no neck, no nose. They had one foot, clad in a boot of carnation pink with a strip of dandelion yellow. Oh, that's actually kind of pretty the way it sounds. Above the toes, but ending in violet. Kicked up over the other, and were holding their pale hands. They're wearing gloves. Knights is wearing gloves.
I guess they're mixing the designs?
Yeah.
Even...
Oh, yeah, that is something. That's something I have to give a heads up. They're combining Knights and Riella's outfits. Though, honestly, it just seems kind of awkward, especially the fact that Knights... Go away, notification! That Knights has practically worn gloves, and that actually looks way better. Rather than them having bare hands. I think Kat basically mentioned it best. Knights looks weird without gloves. I mean, I can't blame them. Anywho's. Kicked over the other, holding their pale hands to their mouth, as if they were playing an invisible flute.
I'll take over.
Go ahead. Good luck.
They were very... Oh my god, I was trying to read. Ashley, be quiet. Go to the corner.
Hey, I'm sitting in my chair.
Don't make me go over there.
Go ahead.
Go to jail. Always.
You can't do that to me. I'm not going anywhere.
Whatever. I'm trying to read. Okay. They were so very strange, just like Ashley. They wore a Jessica cap with two little tails in two sorts of violet. Lighter with 3 darker strips. They wore a similarly... Shut up! Why? They wore similarly colored... I can't read that.
Leotard.
Leotard. A sword with the vest of... What is that?
Carnation.
Carnation and...
Carmen.
Carmen with a bit of fall the color. Decorated with yellow swords and two blue little gems as the side of the collar. Their sleeves were big and right and fluffy looking with interesting designs stretched down the side of the arms and I can't read that.
Cuffs
had diamond and velvet patterns on triangles.
Yeah, in triangles, yeah. That's weird.
Okay, I'll take this one. And there was a big diamond-like gem on the chest. The reddest she ever seen that seems to glow faintly. The jester opened an eye, big and I can
Vibrant.
vibrant, a sparkly mix of violet and I can't
Hydriga.
think of it.
Hydriga. I don't know. Just say it's indigo.
Blue.
Where?
Teal.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to say that either.
Yeah, their wording is weird. I'm sorry, but sometimes this. I'm now realizing that the author of this is pretty much able to confuse people by the simple words alone.
Okay.
Especially when you're trying to make a description.
Be
Or
quiet.
explain it. Go ahead.
And oh my god, Ashley, in this video, when people look back at it, they're gonna see me being mean to you, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We're just messing with each other, guys. Indeed.
And
Helen,
Helen,
Riala, just sit back.
Helen... Oh my god, I'm trying to read. Fuck's sakes. Why?
Go ahead.
Helen
Go
ducked
ahead.
behind the tree and Helen ducked behind the tree and clumped a hand over her mouth. Had it seen her, it wasn't, or wasn't it human?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna
I got a bunch of goobers here.
Jonesy, you want to continue? Knight's just gonna talk.
Go ahead.
Right here, right here. This is where.
Oh, you want me to read?
Yeah, right here.
Read it?
You're taking over narration duty.
The sound of the flute stopped. Helen held her breath. She hoped whatever it was hadn't seen her, otherwise she...
Boo! Boo!
Helen screams, scrambling away from the unknown voice. There was a sudden mithril burst of laughter from the right where she had been. She looked up and was the odd jester, doubled over in a fit of laughter midair, floating without any sort of aid, not so much as a wire rig.
You should have seen the look on your face!
The jester wheezed out between laughs.
Priceless! I mean, I know Knights is supposed to be a mischief causer, but I don't think it was all that funny.
Helen stared at them. They weren't mad that she had been watching. And they definitely weren't scary. Very odd with no neck or wrist or their oddly shaped head. But not scary.
Worlds. Right here.
Sorry.
Right here.
You shouldn't do that.
Helen managed to yelp.
That's so mean.
Yes, but it is hilarious. The look on your face.
The jester giggled.
Besides, it's fun. What's wrong with a little scare now and then? I mean, look at Balin. He clearly proved that.
The jester stared at her for a moment, righting themselves in the air.
Come on, up you get.
They offered a hand and Helen took it, finding herself quickly hauled to her feet.
There we are.
The tester said.
Now. Oh, by the way, throughout this story, Knights and Riala are referred to as they. They aren't really depicted by gender, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. They tilted their head a bit to one side, squinted for a bit before their eyes widened. A grin spread across their odd features. Well, honestly, they got sharp teeth. A new visitor!
Yay!
Did you still exclaim?
Exclaimed.
It's okay.
Shut up!
Welcome! Welcome to the Dreamgate!
They bowed, one hand over the gem in the chest.
It's nice to meet you.
They said. Their voice was just slightly edged with a Bill Briggs accent.
You know, you could have just said British if you wanted.
No, I'm going to say Bill Briggs.
A bit of accent.
Okay. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Knight. And you are?
Stand out of my guard. It's nice to meet you. I love that riff video.
Where's that from?
That was the Nights into the Rifting where it was Will, and the people watching one of them was like, "Hi, I'm Stand out of my guard. It's nice to meet you."
Oh my god, we gotta watch that.
Yeah, we can watch it again. Yeah, I never get tired of it.
It's so
Okay,
funny. Go ahead.
I'm Helen.
Nights, what an odd name. Wait, Dreamgate?
It's been ages since we had a visitor here. 2 in one night, in fact. That's really rare. Come on. Let's get back to the plaza. It's much nicer there. Well, at least Knights is a bit more active.
Ma told me that to trust strangers.
So, I'm gonna be clear here. I know there was another version of the Knights parody thing, and I think all I remember was, you have an idiot. And then Helen's just like, I have an idiot? I don't even know. I don't
The
fully
Rifting
remember.
also has like, hey, you're an idiot.
Oh my gosh. Now, okay, yeah. It's definitely
Who's
gonna
gonna
be
read now?
okay. I can do that. Helen found herself steered back the way she had come by the shoulders, a bit gently, and soon the pair was back in the plaza. Helen looking around, and thoughts starting to form in her head.
You said the Dreamgate.
That I did. Why?
That means this is a dream.
That it is. For you, at least. You humans call this place the world of dreams.
The British one explained.
Yeah, more than
Sounded
owl!
As if they
Where
said
is Owl?
these words many times before.
Yeah, Owl's not
Why?
here. Owl's not here right now, but he will later.
Yay!
I guess Owl was
miss
busy
my
writing.
Owl.
I bet Owl was
He's
just busy
with
writing.
he's
or
busy
something.
with Will. I'm guessing they're exploring off in Narnia.
Yeah,
Oh my
that
God.
explains.
And the Knight says,
Yes. Which is sort of true. We're in the 9th dimension, though. And our world is just as real as yours. You're a visitor here.
Ninth dimension. Visitor?
she's so
See?
confused.
Beings like me.
Knight's jabbed a thumb in
Beings
her
like
eye.
me.
Are from the 9th dimension. It's our home. But dreamers like you
Pointing at Helen.
are able to visit us in your dreams. So, Igor, we call you visitors.
She was dreaming then. That explained why the text suddenly went up for no reason. Why there's no one else around, and that she was talking to a strange jester person thingy without a nose. She
Again,
was
with the lack of
dreaming.
things point.
And this is going to be a very odd entry in her diary. That was for certain.
Yes. By the way,
Dear diary, today I had the craziest dream.
Oh, by the time when we get to Will's certain point, you gotta do the fanny pack song.
Oh, we'll have to make a new one, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be great. Anyways, continue. Now, since you're here, I knew it. A door to NiGHTopia.
A door to what?
Over here.
Yeah, did you hear me?
We're just gonna make references.
We're
I
gonna
know
see,
it.
We can see Knights being like a light chick with a post like, oh my god, did you not hear me? Like, OMG.
Oh my god.
Like, oh my gosh, did you not hear me? Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Okay, Knight says.
Knight steered her towards one of the arches. Did you read that part already?
No, go ahead.
It suddenly materialized with the door, a heavy-looking brown wooded one. Above the door in stained glass was an image of a pair of blue and black and yellow fish, blue tangs. And if you remembered correctly, swimming past a red swat of reddish coral.
That wasn't there before.
Helen said,
Helen said obviously to herself.
You probably just missed it.
Helen said obviously to herself.
On the other side of that is a NiGHTopia, a part of the dream world created by your heart. Well, a part of it. I'll explain it all about that later. It doesn't matter right now. Come on. Let's go and see what it looks like. It's going to be an amazing dream. I'm sure of it.
No, thank you. I'd rather just stay here.
Stay
Mom said
here?
not to trust strangers.
Mom told me not to trust strangers, and especially this white dude right beside me with tentacles hair.
I'm sorry, what? Sorry, Lance. Don't mind her. I don't know why I'm here, but I'll leave then.
I said right hair, not white. I said white tentacles.
Just a moment, please. Alright, we're back to continue this.
Where were we?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Nice exclaimed.
Oh, Night explained the whole, can't read that word.
Posture.
Poster going to,
Dramatically.
again, dramatically
Startled.
startled, like surprise cat. Really?
Why? This place is so boring.
Boring.
I mean, there really isn't much to do, so Nights does have a point.
There could be
It's so
anything.
boring.
So
There could be
boring!
Why?
There's such a thing. Do continue. Go ahead.
Yeah, set up Riella. Go to the corner.
I didn't even do anything.
Get the heck out of here. There could be anything on the other side of the door. What if it's not a good dream? Like no one I had before coming here. What if it's a nightmare?
Oh, come now. Where's your sense of adventure? Besides, you're with me. I'm Knights, the Unstoppable. So, come on.
Oh, come on, no. I'm a nightmare and you're okay with me. just be funny.
They held out a hand, smiling.
You can trust me.
Jonesy.
Helen held out her own hand for a moment, hesitating. Anything could be on the side of the door, but this was just a dream, right? As long as there wasn't another nightmare, maybe going to take a look wouldn't be so bad. Who wants to do the last line?
She put her hand in NiGHTS, and the jester, smiling, whisked her through the door. Oh, and FYI, Riala, the reason why he didn't appear here is because later on he will.
What chapter?
Let's just say it's a bit later onward.
I
Yeah,
bet it's far away from us.
Yeah. Well, seems like they just wanted to space things out because I'm a bit more active in the other kid's story rather than this.
Okay, then.
That explains a lot.
Okay, Riala.
Well, it seems that this is done. What did you think of this chapter? I mean, I guess it was establishing things and making Helen's problems a little more clearer.
Yeah.
I mean, it may not be Battle in Wonderworld Theater, but hey, this also works too. And also, at least NiGHTS wasn't being that over the top like Balin did during the first meeting.
I love that.
NiGHTS just did a little boo. That's about it. And it does show that they can be childish. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So what are you gonna do?
I hope you enjoy it.
Yes. Who knows? We might do later on where we don't know. But for now, hope you have found this at least interesting. See y'all later, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Gosh, if we get more people in on this, it'll definitely be interesting.